You are about to listen to an exclusive interview here on Maximum Threshold Radio at MaximumThreshold.net.
Hello?
Louie.
Yo.
What's going on, man?
How are you?
Oh, pretty good. Hey, next to me I got Dave and Michael.
Hello, Louie.
Hello, Lou.
Hello.
So what's the haps, man?
Oh, just getting through the winter here. It's cold in Vegas.
It's cold.
Oh, it's cold in Vegas. You want to switch Cleveland?
No, man, I'm from Buffalo, New York. You can have it.
That's it.
Buffalo with the Buffaloes.
Cleveland, I mean, Vegas, you're going to have the porn awards there in about 3.5 weeks.
Swingos, baby.
Yeah, Dave's up for the best male-on-male scene again for the 7th year in a row.
God bless him.
You know what? Always a bridesmaid, never a bride.
He's the Susan Lucci of gay porn awards.
Susan.
Oh, shut up. Yeah.
Yeah, wait. You know what, Michael, that was a good one.
It was good.
I have to give you there you go. This is for you.
Notice we don't even have to have a guest to have fun. We just like to find each other. But it's good to have you part of it, Louie.
You're ahead of the game.
He's ahead of something.
So you're part of, now what I was reading about your background is you were working with Jakey Lee for a bit, correct?
Yeah, actually, I'll be leaving after I get done talking to you guys. Go singing some more on his record, his new record.
Nice.
So he's
Ron.
I'm
sorry?
He was putting out a big ad about a month or two ago looking for a singer. Is that how you guys like hooked up, or?
Well, actually, we hooked up through Ronnie Mancuso, the guitar player in Beggars and Thieves, is producing the record, and he ended up in the "We Come Undone" video, which was great for us,
Mm-hmm.
And after we did our record, he helped us with the video, being in the video, and then acquired his own deal and has been working on the record for the last couple of months.
Well, that's cool. Go ahead.
I'll be singing a song on it. Robin Zander's got a song. Sass Jordan's got a song. There's going to be different singers singing on the record. As far as the tour, we'll see.
Well, that's cool. I mean, I felt really bad because, I got to see him back in '86 when he was with Ozzy, okay? And that was awesome. And then, like, about a year ago, I was on YouTube, and I watched a video of him playing a bowling alley. And
you can't bust on bowling alleys.
I mean, he
tough at the top, man.
I mean, he literally was playing a bowling alley, and the guy on either side of him was like bowling.
But that was a video.
Wow.
No, it wasn't a music video. It was a video someone took.
Oh, he's fucking Jakey Lee.
Yeah,
Jakey Lee is he's one of my top 5
I'm not
favorite
ripping on the guy.
players.
I'm telling you, I felt really bad. I was like, oh shit, that sucks. Because
No, the new record's really good, though. It's going to be really, really good.
good. I hope it.
Jake's a great guy. He's a sweetheart of a guy.
I hope it kickstarts his career a little bit more.
Yeah,
back into where it was supposed to be. Because honestly, he was one of my childhood heroes, man. I was like, I grew up, Bark at the
He
Moon is
can
one
play,
of
I'll
my
tell you
favorites.
that. I've known Jake. Wow, I knew Jake when I lived in L.A. 1,000 years ago, when he was in Rat, like a long, long time ago.
Damn.
And I never realized how good of a guitar player that he actually is. Because, you think that, there's so many of the shredder type guys, which he can do, but Jake is much more than that.
He's very melodic.
He's much more musical than just one of those L.A.
Well, listen to
shredder
the
guys.
Badlands albums. I mean,
I'm sorry?
listen to the Badlands albums. That's some of the best guitar work. But just ask him, what the fuck was he thinking when he was playing with Mandy Lion? Just ask him exactly like that.
I don't even know who Mandy Lion is.
They did like World War III or something like that together.
Oh, I remember them.
He was like imagine Van Helsing on stage with long hair, singing almost in like a death metal growl.
Do I have to?
Either that, or you could imagine Dave naked standing over you
No,
while you're
that's-
trying to
I'm
sleep,
good, man.
No.
trapped in a cold Cleveland winter. At a Greyhound station on your way back to Buffalo.
Greyhound.
Wow, the last time I played Cleveland was with Ronnie Spector at the Agora.
Oh,
wow, that's a long time ago.
Wow.
I was hoping, when Beggars, you guys would have came out this way and hit a couple shows on the East Coast. That'd have been sweet.
Yeah, it would have been.
Yeah.
It's not like we wouldn't have done it.
Oh, I know.
So it was like with the famous Ronnie Spector. Is this before he went all like nutsy and shot people?
Ronnie
No,
Spector's was his
that's
wife.
Phil Spector. That's her husband.
Oh, sorry.
Ronnie,
I never said I was the most intelligent guy.
Be my baby.
Ronnie Spector
right.
was that hot older black woman in the Eddie Money video.
That's the one.
Yeah, Michael.
Oh my God, I've made some Jewy baby shakes thinking about her.
Oh,
She's
yes.
hot.
That's a long time ago.
I remember
Did you ever see her naked?
No, I can't say I have.
Did you ever see any
And that's
pictures
why I
of her
could
naked?
sleep at night.
She was hot. Come on, she was a hot.
Yeah,
piece.
when she was 15, yeah.
Well, when she was in those Eddie Money videos,
She was only 50 then. Michael likes them as Camilfs.
I like to be able to go up their shirt and down their pants at the same time. Save some work.
Bit of them. You guys do stand-up?
Yeah.
Close.
No, actually, you do sit down, right?
That's
You're on
what
the
we
radio.
do.
So I seen your like your extensive list of people you work with,
That's a big holy shit.
and all I like to wonder is how come you've never worked with Devo.
It never happened.
Because he
Didn't come
wanted his,
across my path.
he wanted to have his career go further, not down.
We do have some questions for you. They're from the chat room. Like, since you're from Buffalo, do you think that the Goo Goo Dolls is the second gayest band name ever?
The Goo Goo Dolls.
Yeah, it's a pretty silly name.
And
He's a good guy, though. He's a Polish guy from the east side of Buffalo.
the singer or the chubby
Singer,
little bass
yeah.
player?
After singing the bass player, basically the band.
Yeah.
But Goo Goo Dolls, come on, that's a silly name.
I remember seeing their video with Howard Stern,
Oh, the gay dance
Yeah.
party. That was awesome.
the sailors, and thongs.
John Stewart was one of the guys dancing.
Yeah. That song kind of went. So every time I hear that song, what the hell's the name of that song? Going Down or something like that.
Long way down.
That's
That's a good tune. What I don't like is that stupid song Photograph, and I'm a photographer, and I don't even like that song.
Because you think it was
well,
about
you.
you.
You would if you wrote it.
Yeah, you would.
That's true.
Fuck, dude, I'd like the fucking Barbie song if I wrote it. Or that Lady Gaga song. I don't know.
Let's go Barbie.
So
Barbie.
you worked with Paul Stanley, I see, huh?
Yeah, I sang on Smashes, Trashes, and Hits,
Oh yeah.
X and Sex, and Rock Hard.
Yeah. Did you
Yeah.
ever pull that thing off of Gene's head?
Michael doesn't have a filter on, just letting you know.
Gene's a funny guy. Paul's a great guy. Gene's he's not the happiest guy in the world.
What did he try to sell you?
She.
I mean, come on.
Coffin.
I mean, come on. I mean, literally, he'll write the name Kiss on something and
I
sell it
did
to you.
the opening of the Kiss mini golf here in Vegas. I mean, how much money do you need?
Apparently,
Come on,
according to
Gene,
Gene,
you're
not
richer than God to cry out, smile.
yeah.
I know. He's people like him give us Jews a bad name.
I
Although
think,
he does a lot of charity stuff that he doesn't want publicity for, so he's not as much of an asshole as like people think. He's not Donald Trump. He's not the Donald Trump that you think he is. He's actually got
Well,
a
he's
little
the
bit
kind
of
of
a
guy
heart.
that I'm assuming that depending on what angle and what end of dealings you have with him is how he is. He's different with different people. I mean, when I worked with him, Paul was the one that Desmond got me in the gig through Paul. So Paul's a sweetheart of a guy, and Gene just didn't seem like a happy guy. I walked in the studio. I got this emergency phone call from Desmond Child and Paul Stanley, so I go to the Hit Factory. And there's Paul and Gene sitting there, and they played, I think it was X and Sex. And Gene goes, can you sing that? I said, yeah. He goes, you got the job. I'm like, thanks, man.
Did you ever see Paul naked?
No.
Did he windmill his cock in front of you?
You put the X in sex.
that's the O.
At least he wasn't doing the
No, I have not seen Paul Stanley naked.
Do you want to? Who would you
No.
rather see naked? An old?
Sounds like maybe you do, though.
Would you rather see? Well, I want to see his boyfriend Rodrigo naked. See what I got to do to
I
get a
see
job.
Patty Smythe naked.
What's that?
I see Patty Smythe naked.
Oh yeah.
Did you really?
Yeah, I went out with Patty.
Warrior? The Warrior singer?
Yep.
Oh my God! When I was 12 years old, we renamed the song. Shooting at the walls of heartache, and it said "bang bang," and every little 12-year-old was like "gang bang," not know what the hell we were even talking about.
Wow, that's hilarious, Dave.
Yeah.
Thanks,
I'm
Michael.
sorry, I
Suck
can't.
it.
So you dated Patty Smythe, huh?
Yep.
Wow, good for you. She was hot back in the day.
Yeah, that was back in the 80s.
Yeah.
I was just watching that video just a couple days ago. It was on.
You know who wrote that song?
Who?
Nick Gilder,
Nick Gilder, that's right.
from the guy who sang "Hot Child in the City." He
He also sang Roxy Roller too.
Yeah, he co-wrote that.
Paul Schaefer played the keyboard solo on it.
I always thought Paul Schaefer was gay until I read his autobiography.
He's not gay.
No.
No, he's banging all kinds of bitches.
Well, I think he's married, but he was banging all kinds of... So, how does it feel? Like, do you ever get worried, like, if you're in the same city that John McEnroe might come after you because he's, like, the angry little Irish man? You know why Irish people are so angry? They have the tiny little wieners.
I love his guitar playing.
I thought you guys were talking about the tennis guy.
So, yeah, Patty Smythe married John McEnroe.
Oh,
Yeah, that's right.
I didn't know that.
So you've sang
Very
with
young.
is now that you've sang with just about everybody who's who. Would you consider singing with the kids of Whitney High?
The kids are-
Oh my God.
That was a good
What
one.
did it take?
It doesn't pay a whole lot.
Kids of Whitney High was a handicapped high school that put out a record.
Oh, they were fucking retarded.
That's not cool, man.
They weren't handicapped. They were handy-capable, and they put out a whole bunch of records.
They did put out a bunch of records, and the music videos are hilarious.
Well, they were proud of what they did. And we
They
support
got a
them.
new car in their garage.
That's right.
I bet Gene would sing on it if they paid him
Yes, he
enough.
would.
He'll show up anywhere you paid.
Yeah, I saw a video that somebody took of Gene singing for the troops, and like he doesn't publicize when he does all that stuff, which is kind of un-Gene like, but it's a really nice. I don't know if there's someone who loves America more than Gene Simmons. I'm being honest when I say that. Like,
Well, no, I believe you because I can imagine Gene going, only in America can you sell anything.
Well, no, because he's like, when he was born, he lived in Israel, and he said that when he they'd get a box of stuff from America, because they were poor, they would get stuff, and he was just so grateful. And when he came here, he's like, I came from nothing, and look at what I made of myself. You can do anything.
I just watched
Yes.
an interview with
Done
him.
quite well.
Saw an interview with him with Nikki Sixx. He's talking about I am a school teacher because that's what he had. He was like a New York City school teacher. Or something.
Frank Ferrana.
Yeah, he was a school. Yeah, did you do
I
any?
used to be in a band in L.A. and Ken Huddleston, the guitar player, threw him out of the rehearsal space. Told him, "You suck, man. Go home and rehearse. Go home and practice."
Nikki Sixx?
Yeah.
Was it London?
It was actually before London. I actually could have had that gig, but I turned it down. It was London before it was Motley Crue, and Frank, Nicky called me and said, Louie, do you want to, I got this band. I said, well, it wasn't what I do. I said, well, his name is Frank. I said, Frank, it's not what I do. And I passed on it. Stupid me.
It happens, man. All things happen for a
Yeah,
reason.
well, now that you hear Vince singing, you're like, God, I could have fucking lost one of my vocal cords and done that.
Vince, he did a gig with the Sinners at a strip club here in town, and he fell off the stage.
Was that when he tried to punch that guy and missed him by 7 feet?
Yeah. Did you see when Desmond Child had him on the VH1 thing in the studio?
No.
And he kept singing, and Desmond kept going, again. That was great, man. Could you do it again? Again. He's trying to sing a song. He's not really a singer.
So we have some questions from you in the chat room.
Here they go.
Okay. Well,
You're gonna get worse on some of your
So
now.
because you're from Vegas, this one's not bad. This is a kiddie question. Beavis wants to know if you saw Eddie Trunk at the mini golf opening in Vegas.
yeah, I see Eddie Trunk all the time, actually. At lots of Sinners gigs.
Did you see him at the
He's
mini
always
Kiss
around.
golf opening?
I was at that, yes. I opened that thing.
Did you see?
I was one.
Did you see Eddie there though?
I don't know if I saw Eddie there. I see Eddie at gigs. I'm not sure if I saw him at that particular event.
Do you think Kiss blows him off? Is it because of his association with Ace?
Oh, I don't. That I can't answer. That I don't know.
And Beavis actually Scott. What is that?
Beavis got a lot of questions.
Scott. Well, Beavis ain't got nothing to do but ask questions. Scott 2268 wants to know if there's going to be any Beggars and Thieves shows anytime soon.
Right now, no. We just finished Jake's record, and then we're gonna probably start another record.
Nice.
So
I had a question, and this is from David at the show itself. Were you in Rock of Ages at all? Because it seems like they tapped just about every musician from the 80s for that. I'm just curious if you were in that as well.
Not yet, no.
I'm just curious.
I got another one from the chat room. This is a good one. They're not asking like sex questions.
That's a miracle.
That windmill and dong question was my own. If you ended up in Motley Crue, would you have sang every third word like Vince?
Sure, man. Like, that's what they invite. The old put the microphone out to the audience move.
And
this is all right.
And
I mean, it's hard being a singer, man.
It's hard being a millionaire. Boo fucking who? Yeah, I'm crying on the inside.
Oh man!
Yeah.
I mean, when you get to that level of money where they're at, it's a little hard to give them sympathy.
Well, plus he's just a mean SOB. I don't care what anybody says.
That's because you guys had his phone number for a while.
No, he was mean before that. He's always been. Anybody I ever know who's met him said he was a fucking douche nozzle. He's just angry about everything.
It's like, everybody's got to leave. It's like, everybody's got to leave. Everybody's got to clear the room. What's Elvis coming in? What's going on here?
He's just angry. You know why he's angry?
The Spanish guy from the valley, man.
He's angry because he's the singer in the band, and everybody either loves Nikki Sixx, and Nikki gets all the attention because he writes the songs.
Or Tommy.
And everybody either likes Nikki Sixx or Tommy's 12-inch cock. I mean, they don't care who the singer is. Mick's not bitter.
No.
He's just like, fuck it, I'm in a kick-ass band. I don't care if people don't know who I am.
He doesn't talk.
He just prop me up and I'll play.
He doesn't talk.
Yeah.
But back to the serious questions. Paul Stanley in the chat room wants to know, who do you think is gayer, Desmond Child or Paul Stanley?
Oh, boy. Oh, man, I have to say Desmond.
What? Okay. Yeah. All right, I got one for you. I'm trying to get this out with a straight face.
It's impossible, you're gay.
Out of all the famous artists you worked for and worked with, who is the one most likely to end up in bed with a tranny?
Let's see.
That's a long list. You can name a couple people because I've seen who you worked with. The list is long.
Gosh, I don't know how to answer that one.
We're going to make it easier for you. This is a post-op tranny. So it's not really gay.
Dana Strum.
Hi-oh.
No, that's hilarious.
I'm just kidding.
No, you're
I
not.
love Dana. I've known him for 1,000 years. You guys are troublemakers.
Yeah, I told you this was going to be crazy, didn't I?
I want to ask perverted sexy questions about his ex, but I don't know if we can go there. So
I wanted to.
Patty Smythe?
Yes.
Don't ask questions about his ex because John McEnroe's going to come and wrap a fucking tennis racket around your head.
I don't care. Bring it on.
She's a great singer, Patty.
I don't care about her singing. Is she shaved? Is she not shaved? Did she do anal? What's the story?
Dude, it was the 80s. Girls didn't shave back then.
That's right.
And anal, dude, think about it. When you were in high school, did you ever have anal? I mean,
I was married. I didn't have anal.
No, wait. Let me rephrase that.
Yeah,
I know you've had anal,
I know
but have you performed anal on someone? Dude, I remember, like, you didn't even want to try to get in a girl's asshole back then. You were lucky to get some titties and a handy.
That's right.
But man,
He was a rock star. He was married to or dating a rock star. They're different. You know?
yeah, fuck it. We don't want to talk about Patty, but did Patty ever spread your cheeks and lick your asshole?
No, I did say that, and I said no.
What about, did John ever sneak in there?
John, maybe. I don't know. You have to ask John.
That'd be funny to get John on the show.
God damn it, why are you talking about my fucking wife?
Look at that.
What's he do now? Does he do anything now?
Who, McEnroe?
Yeah.
He counts his money.
Tennis.
He counts his money and bangs your ex-girlfriend.
And bang my ex-girlfriend.
Damn.
Oh, my taste.
That's a good way of looking at it.
So Dana Strum is the one that would bang a post-op tranny. Who was
No. Just kidding.
Who was the biggest dick that you've had to work with?
Michael Bolton.
Really?
I can see that.
Hands down.
Hands down.
I can see that with Michael Bolton. He just seemed like...
He's an asshole at your expense just so he can feel good about himself.
Is it because he has a tiny penis like John McEnroe?
That I wouldn't know. I just sang in 2 of his records.
That'd be like... I don't know, man. Michael Bolton just seems like he'd be an asshole. You're right. I mean, it just seems
like
so.
a Selena Gomez kind of thing, you know.
Hey, now, back on...
I mean, most people are pretty cool, you know. Eddie Van Halen's a nice guy. Paul Stanley was a nice guy.
So were you?
Cher was cool. She was all right.
Oh, did Cher try to get you? You know, she likes some younger men.
No, she was with that pizza guy when I was doing the records.
I thought he was a donut guy.
Whatever.
Dough.
Some dough kind of thing. Something to do with yeast. I don't know.
Well, he dealt with yeast with her.
Hey, so when Eddie Trunk comes to all your shows, does he have any UFO semen on his chin?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, come on, guys.
That's from the chat room.
Eddie's a good guy.
Yeah, he is.
No, Eddie's a frequent guest on here, too. We rip on him a lot.
They want... Oh, we're all wrong. He wasn't a donut guy. He wasn't a pizza guy. He's a bagel guy.
I told you yeast, dough, whatever.
Yeast dough.
So
when you were dating Patty Smythe, was that when she was, like, allegedly going to be potentially the singer in Van Halen?
It was before that, actually. I was up for that, apparently, too. I didn't know until I saw it on the internet.
Oh, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Should have brought some bagels.
Some bagels.
Some cream cheese.
Or since you were from Buffalo, you should have brought some buffalo wings.
Yeah, beef on whack.
So, out of curiosity, with some of the near misses, what is the one act that you were offered a gig and you turned it down and now you regret about it?
Well, I mean, like I said, I could have been in Motley Crue, but that was a pretty big one.
Yeah, it was pretty big. Except you have talent.
Yeah, I agree. Definitely.
Motley Crue's got good songs.
I like the Saints of Los Angeles album. I really do.
Overall, most of their albums are pretty decent.
Theater of Pain is a horrible album.
No, it's got some good songs. I didn't like it at
the
first.
Karabi area.
The Karabi album.
The one
is
that John
awesome.
Karabi did is the best one.
Yes, it is. I told Mick Mars that, and he's like, "Thanks, man. I really dig it too."
It's the most talking Mick Mars has done in 10 years combined.
So, yeah, like what you didn't want to do the Motley Crue thing. You didn't want to shoot heroin and do coke.
It just wasn't what I do. I'm more of a singer than that. And it just, it was one of those things that happened, and I just passed on it. And it was London at the time. They were playing the Starwood in Hollywood. And you can't be something you're not.
Yeah.
One thing I know.
Yeah, you can only fake it so long.
I'm waiting for the joke to drop.
No, I agree with him. I like a guy that stick to his guns and kept his integrity. I mean, you carved out a nice career for yourself, it appears. So, I mean, you might not.
I'm hanging in there.
You might not have the money Vince Neil's ex-wives have, but you're doing all right, right?
Vince Neil don't have the money Vince Neil had.
Yeah, I've been taking lives either, but
Oh no, you didn't.
Yeah, I
Oh,
did.
that was awesome.
I missed that.
Nothing I can say could top that. And we should end the show right now. That was so awesome.
I heard I'm taking Lyzita or something like that. Why don't you read?
He said, I said something when you said Vince Neil, and he said, and I haven't taken a life either.
Oh,
That was a good one.
That was a really good one.
Well, I mean, look. If I was that big of a star, okay, and I get a party out of my house and the beach and Pacific Coast Highway, you send somebody for beer, man, for a beer run. You don't go yourself. I mean, what's wrong with you? You send somebody out for beer. If you're Vince Neil, you send somebody to go get beer. You don't get it yourself.
Exactly.
And end
well,
up
they send
killing
them. They
somebody.
send them out to get tail. Might as well send them out to get beer.
Well, you shouldn't be driving drunk, anyways. I hate when somebody drives drunk and gets in an accident and dies, and then they have a memorial for the guy. If he killed somebody, I understand having a memorial for them people. But if you're dumb enough to get in a car and you get in an accident and you kill yourself, and then people are like, "Oh, he's such a great guy," and they have like a memorial for him. Fuck him. He could have killed a bunch of
it's
people.
bullshit.
Like that
I mean,
guy
the thing is people that die are not the people that drive; it's the people that hit.
Yeah.
Which,
Well, unless you're that. Was that
especially
dude
this
from
time of the
Jackass?
year, pretty big.
The
lot
guy,
of PSAs.
well, that guy from Jackass. What was he going like 180 miles an hour or something?
Yeah, and everybody feels sorry. Like what was that guy that just died? The guy from Suicide Silence or some shit like that. He got in a motorcycle accident because he was driving drunk, and everybody they throw a concert for him. They should throw a. They should.
A nurse is a bitch, man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it is. Yeah, keep it going.
You know, I want to die the honorable way with a woman choking me in my sleep because she caught me banging her sister.
I want to be hitting a money note and just drop me where I stand, man.
Yeah.
At least you don't
Well, I
want to
wanna
die
go.
like David Carradine died. That's an embarrassing way to die. You know.
Why? Why would you have to worry about it?
Well, I was saying that's not.
Well,
how I
first of
want
all, Dave, there's no rod like clothing rod in a closet that's going to hold your heft.
You have to go in a barn and get that winch. Hold your ass up.
You go like David Hutchins.
Dude, I'm sorry, I don't get that autoerotic. I don't know about you guys, but when I blow my load, it's intense enough. I don't need to add to it. You know, if I want to make it more exciting, I'll have a girl there. You know?
Yeah, exactly.
So I do have one question for you. This is a semi-serious question, okay? With your vast career, and say you were to die, because eventually it does, what song do you want everyone to remember you by? Like, this was my song. This is the one that was my favorite that I worked on. That this was the pinnacle of what I am as an artist. Do you have one song that's like
I'd have
that?
to say Beggars and Thieves, the song.
Beggars and Thieves, a song.
Yep.
Cool. We're going to play that tonight.
I'm looking forward to hearing the Jake E. Lee stuff because he's one of my favorite guitar players.
I wasn't BSing about
Jake Gregg
feeling
is really good, and he's a great guy. He really is.
Man, when I first heard Bark at the Moon, when he was on that album, I was like, oh my God, this dude is awesome. You know? And I think it sucks the way Ozzy had people redo the stuff so he doesn't have to give any royalties to his...
That's all Sharon.
Yeah.
Yeah, I still think, it's not just all Sharon.
No, Ozzy doesn't know. Dude, Ozzy doesn't care.
He
Ozzy
has
has
his
to
stuff.
know.
Just-
Ozzy even said he wants to just ride off in the sunset, but Sharon puts him back out on the road.
Well, Phil Susan, who was with Ozzy, who co-wrote Shot in the Dark, I guess. And he told me all kinds of stories about Ozzy.
Well, tell us one.
Well, tell us. Nobody's listening.
Yeah, he
Just
shot
between
himself on stage. Oh, I think he shot myself. Now, there's somebody who doesn't know what's going on. I'm sorry. He's Ozzy. You can shit yourself and be Ozzy.
That's right.
You might be right on that. But I disagree with the fact that they're doing it. Also, I disagree with the Van Halen thing of digitally removing Michael Anthony from the album covers and putting his son on there.
Well, I agree with that, too. But I'm not going to stop me from listening to Van Halen, though.
Oh, you're a better man than me then.
I didn't say that. I just like better music than you.
I saw Van Halen play to 15 people at the Starwood in Hollywood.
Really?
Were you one of the 15?
Yep, I sure was.
You don't sound as old as you are then. That's awesome.
And then a month later, it was all over, man.
Yeah. Would you have jumped into that gig if you actually got the offer?
I would have, sure, of course.
You do it right now, man. If David Lee Roth broke an ankle, or
Maybe you could have had the Cabo Wabo can. It could have been the Buffalino tequila. You could have sold it for $80 million.
Denny Cream Ale, man.
There you go.
No, what is your opinion on that? I was curious on Mike when they digitally removed Michael Anthony from the
I didn't even know they did it. It's just like Van Halen was Van Halen. But the four of them made the band. I mean, they made good records with Sammy Hagar.
I agree.
But the original Van Halen was Van Halen. It's like Led Zeppelin is not Zeppelin without Bonham.
Yep.
And Jason Bonham is definitely not his dad.
But not a bad actor.
I actually have to say, just strictly from technique, Jason Bonham may be a better drummer than his father, but nobody.
I don't know about
nobody is better than John Bonham.
John Bonham was the best rock and roll drummer ever.
Oh, I agree with you. I'm saying precision and technique. That's what Jason is. John was more almost on the edge of losing control completely, but always reined it in. There's never anybody that had the power and the finesse of John Bonham.
I listen to Zeppelin records now, and the first thing that hits me every time is the drums, man. I just love the fucking drums.
All right,
nobody could play like that. I mean, I've worked with great drummers, Bobby Chenard, God rest him, who did the second Beggars record. Tommy Price, who did the last Beggars record, was great.
Tommy
rock and roll
Price.
Drummer.
Tommy Price did that with you?
Yeah.
Wow, that's awesome. Wasn't he in Scandal with
Yes,
Daddy
he was,
Slice?
as a matter of fact.
And then he left to be in. Did he leave Billy Idol to join Scandal, or was it the other way around?
Broke her heart too. Yeah.
Yeah, he
Michael.
was.
She never got over that.
Since I have two major rock intelligent dudes in the studio here, Michael and Louie.
They know their shit, man.
One of the most, in my opinion, underrated drummers. I don't even know his name, but the Alice Cooper drummer that was on 18 back in the early 70s.
Neil Smith.
Man, that dude was amazing as a drummer. I mean, I watched.
First concert I ever saw was Alice Cooper.
I mean, I literally saw a ton of concert footage from back then. And that dude had a monster-sized kit. I mean, I swear it had about 30 pieces.
Yeah, a lot of those guys did that back then.
And he knew how to play it gorgeously.
I saw the last gig that the original band ever did was in Buffalo, New York, opening. It was at New Year's Eve in Buffalo, and they were all fucked up, man. And Neil Smith kicked drums over, and I mean, Alice Cooper was supposed to be singing, and the mic was at the other side of the stage, and it was just something else.
I got
the most drums I've ever seen. I was flown out to do right before West Snake. It was Zach Wilde, Rudy Sarzo, and Tommy Aldridge, and they were trying to do a band, and Tommy Aldridge had he had 50 drums, and the fucking guy played every single one of them, man.
You know what? Because back in those days, what you were talking about, Dave, even John Bonham and Keith Moon had the double bass setups and all that. Most of those guys had the second bass just for show. They didn't really use them. They didn't double bass. Tommy Aldridge they call him the godfather of the double bass, because when he was in Black Oak, Arkansas, that's what he started doing all that. But once we get done with some of the silliness, I do have some serious questions for you, since you were back out in Los Angeles way back in the days of when, you said, early Van Halen.
I opened shows at Black Oak, Arkansas to start with.
Oh, really? Wow.
And I remember walking down the stairs. There used to be these long stairs from the dressing room upstairs to start with, and Jim Dandy was walking ahead of me, and he turned around and looked at me and said, "You keep doing what you're doing, man."
Jim Dandy to the rescue.
Thanks, Jim.
So do you
nice guy.
Since you've seen all that, do you think that David Lee Roth stole his whole thing from
Oh man, are you
Jim
kidding?
Dandy?
When I saw Van Halen, I said, "Holy fuck!" He ripped up Jim Dandy. He had the low hip hugger, spandex pants, and it was Plant and Jim Dandy, hands down. I mean, and his vocal style definitely.
Yeah. And then
But his look was definitely Jim Dandy, big time.
Jim Dandy to the rescue. So we got a couple serious questions for you. This is music questions from Beavis. He knows his shit, man. This guy. He wants to know, because you were out in L.A. way back in that time. Did you get to see Randy Rhoads live?
I saw the first gig Randy Rhoads did with Quiet Riot. And I remember Dana Strum being at Dana Strum's house when Ozzy called him looking for a guitar player. And the day that Randy died, I called Dana and told him that Randy died. And then Ozzy called again. Oh, Dana, this is Ozzy. I need a guitar player. And that's when Jake got the gig. Jake Williams, Jakey Lee. And George Lynch initially had that gig. He auditioned in our studio in North Hollywood. But because of his attitude, he blew it. Damn. And they went with Jake. And like 3 days after Jake got the gig, he did California Jam to like 300,000 people or some shit.
So did you, so you're saying George Lynch was a dick way back then?
Yep.
Wow. You see, like
he even ended up in a better band than with the Don Dog. Another sweetheart.
I think that's kind of changed his tune. Lynch didn't seem like such a bad guy anymore. I know he was for a while.
He's like Red Beach. I mean, I got my first record deal with Red Beach. He's one of those kind of guys that when he's playing guitar, he's amazing. He puts the guitar down, it's just like what the fuck happened to you, man? But the guy can play. I mean, I've done gigs with him with the Sinners. Mm-hmm. George.
What other major artists went through there and was part of the Sinners gig?
Brett Muscat from Faster Pussycat.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, and so you're talking about the Sin City Sinners? Is that what we're talking
about?
Right.
Yeah.
And Jimmy Crespo did it for a while. Who was in Aerosmith, who replaced Joe Perry in Aerosmith.
Yeah, that was the weird era there when Joe took off.
Yeah, those. Oof. You listen to those records and go, holy moly. I get high just listening to them.
I'm trying to think. I used to get Beggars and Thieves mixed up with the London Choir Boys for some reason. I don't know why.
It doesn't sound like
I don't
each
either.
other.
I know. It's just I think you guys came out around the same time or something.
About the same time, yeah. Late 80s.
Like the girl I was dating used to just buy every new tape that came out. And
that was a Sharon Osbourne band, wasn't it?
Probably came out around.
He said tape. That's funny.
Tape.
What's the tape, man?
Oh, I remember those.
I think it's called a cassette. I'm bringing the 8-track back. Fuck this shit.
I want to see you try to do that. And then when you get that one song, like at the end of the first, wherever, in the middle of the song, just click over the next one. I used to hate that. That was on the Black Sabbath records off the earlier ones.
Yeah, how did you not end up in Rainbow or Black Sabbath?
I don't know. I used to do jingles with Joe and Turner. I sang a Don Johnson's record with Joe and Turner. Listen to the heartbeat. Good singer though, Joe and Turner, good singer.
Yeah, were you on the We're Stars album song?
Man, I don't remember. It's been so long.
Hearing Aid. Wasn't that what they called Hearing Aid?
Keith Diamond produced. I remember that. Very meticulous producer.
Would you don a loincloth and join Man of War?
Yeah, tomorrow.
Do you have enough chest hair? Well,
I hair on my balls.
Your name sounds Italian, so I'm sure you got enough hair on your chest, back, bottom of your feet to be. No,
I'm good, man. I'm half English.
Oh, so how's the teeth?
So you understood? You understood, Ozzy.
Oh. Ozzy doesn't understand Ozzy.
Hey, anybody's had a career as long as Ozzy Osbourne, you're doing something right.
That's it.
Did you
I bet you he knows your cousin, the guitar player.
probably not. He's young. He's
Yeah,
really
but he's from, where are you living at now?
He's in Vegas.
Who, me?
Yeah, you're in Vegas.
Las Vegas.
But you hang around the L.A. scene too, don't you? You go out to L.A. a lot?
No, I lived in L.A. years ago. I haven't been, L.A.'s scene. I mean, I left L.A. a long time ago. When they started to, it was pay to play.
Mm-hmm.
You had to pay money to play. It's like, fuck that.
And it's like that out here too.
So you were around when Dawkins first started. Was Don wearing a hairpiece all the way back then too?
Not back then, no.
Are you sure? Would you take a lie detector test?
Him or God rest him, Kevin DuBrow.
Hey, I'm a big Kevin DuBrow fan. I feel so bad when I hear stuff like that.
Kevin DuBrow is the only guy when back in L.A. in the day, actually, wow, it had to be the 70s. When New Wave happened, the Cars and the Police and everybody cut their hair and started wearing ties and shit. He's the only guy that stayed doing what he did. Keep rocking, and I respect him for that.
Hey, it worked, right? They had the first heavy metal #1 album ever.
And he's also the only guy that had more hair in the late 90s than he did back in the 80s heyday.
Got him
hey, money will do that.
I wonder what got more guys fired from a band. Looking at his wig or talking and looking to Blackie Lawless's mic stand if you were in Wasp.
Ooh.
Oh, man, I saw Wasp. He used to eat worms and shit on stage, Wong's West. He's unbelievable.
So you were around way back then. How bad was Guns N' Roses when they first started out?
Well, I was out of LA by then. I saw Guns N' Roses play the Ritz in New York. I mean, they were bad. I mean, they were all fucked up.
So you saw them that show that was taped for like that MTV special? Is that the
At
Ritz?
the Ritz, yeah.
You saw that show? Wow.
And now the guy that I subbed for in the Sinners, actually the drummer in Slash's band was playing bass for Beggars and Thieves, became the drummer in Slash's band, and the guitar player singer that was in the Sin City Sinners became the bass player in Slash's band, and then I subbed for him in the Sin City Sinners.
Cool.
It's very incestuous business.
It is, and all you guys all almost started out.
And now, I mean, because Slash is completely clean, no drinking, no nothing.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, Aerosmith, well, not so much now, I guess, apparently. But, when they cleaned out, if you got caught drinking a beer, you got fired.
Kind of like Vince is clean right now, huh?
Yeah.
I don't think any
Definitely
of them
not his record.
Sure he is.
Yeah.
Hey, Louie, just a couple more things here. We'll let you go. But definitely, I want to hit on again about your bands and the projects you have going on out there, so we can get the word out there to everybody.
Yeah, well, I'm just, like I said, we're going to finish this Jake record,
Mm-hmm.
and then we've been writing songs for the next Beggars record, which will start as soon as Jake's done, and then see what happens with Jake, and who knows, you might see me fronting Jake's
Oh,
band.
that'd be sweet. It'd be cool because
Which would be great.
Because there's so much hype going on there in the media area, just about him coming back and seeing what he can do. And
He's playing better than ever, too.
oh, I believe it. And everything I've been hearing about it is just everything is positive about it. And they're saying this is the right time for him to come out and do it. And with you being in the band there, hopefully, I'd definitely like to check that out because you're a phenomenal singer. And I think it'll just
appreciate that.
It just turn out really good, especially with Jake in there. And if you listen to some of your songs, he'd be like a perfect fit with it. And I think you're a perfect singer that would go along and go with it. I don't know about, like I was mentioning earlier, about doing some of the Badlands notes, trying to hit those things, man. But
yeah, Ray could sing, man.
Oh yeah,
he could. That's my favorite rock and roll voice. And he's
a rotten shame. That's a rotten shame story. I'll tell you,
Yeah.
it really is.
all the listeners in the chat room are saying not to let you hang up, that you're the best guest ever, so we shouldn't let you go.
Tell them thanks.
And we have all kinds of questions coming in.
Well, go ahead. I have nothing planned the rest of the show.
Okay.
Go for it.
All right, so first, do you want a musical question or a nonsense question?
Musical.
Okay. Would you sign to Housecore Records given the opportunity?
Would I sign to what?
Housecore Records.
I don't know what that is.
It's Phil from Pantera's label. They owe you. Their motto is "We owe you nothing," because that's what he pays his bands, nothing. Kind of like Sharon Osbourne when she reissues Ozzy Osbourne solo albums.
Yeah, record deals are not what they used to be. Everybody thinks, oh, I get a record deal. Good luck with that.
It's not worth.
It's a whole other world with Pro Tools and the internet. It's a whole other world now. It's, record deals are. It's like everybody, gets deals in Europe, like we did with Beggars. They give them out left and right.
Yeah. So
there's really no money, unless you tour and you sell merchandise.
Well, that's the way all the bands make the money now, is a tour and merch. That's it.
That's right.
Which
we did Firefest a couple of years, Beggars, and I was surprised that people knew, like, we were as popular as we were. I didn't realize that till you go over there. But they're so into the merchandising and they're into the whole live experience, which with the internet and everything digital, performing live is still something that you can only do live.
Well, that's good, though, as a fan, though, because, honestly, I sort of like it because I'm able to see my bands more. Because before, say in the 80s and 90s when a band came through, we were lucky if they came through once on a tour. Like, they released an album and came back and supported it one time. We were damn lucky. Nowadays, bands might hit an area 3 times. They'll do it. They'll do it, and then they'll come on the first leg of the tour, and they'll come back on the tail hook of it, back around, and then
bring lots of T-shirts.
You're not kidding. Since America's fatter now, they have to be all double and triple X shirts.
You can charge more for those too. You know what was cool? Like in the late '80s, early '90s, like I'd go, like the bands would all come through all the time, and Cleveland, like a lot of cities are kind of like this, but like there's a city so close to Cleveland, like it's like within an hour, that bands would play here one night and they'd play there the next night, and vice versa. And if you really liked them, you could travel 2 hours and see them in Detroit or Pittsburgh. So you could see like a band you really liked 3 nights in a row, which was kind of cool.
I saw Led Zeppelin in 1972 for $7.50.
Damn.
1972.
Can you imagine?
I'm a little scared now because I think you're old enough to have banged my mom because she was a big hippie.
Yeah, what's your mom's name?
Patty Smythe?
No, thinking, man, if this dude was at concert 72, I was born in 71. It's very possible.
God bless you, man.
Speaking of being older, which of the Golden Girls would you bang, given the opportunity?
I have my decision.
Oh, Betty White, man.
Betty White.
I agree with you.
She's still bangable.
She's the only one alive, right?
That's the reason why.
I would.
She's flawless too, I hear.
Yeah.
I definitely wouldn't bang that dude Maud, but I would go after the old,
Dude, Mom.
the old one.
That's funny.
Betty White had her own TV show during the 50s called The Betty White Show, and she looked hot.
She was hot.
She was very hot, and I saw an old black and white TV show of hers from the 50s called The Betty White Show, and she's talking about sex in it. And I'm saying this is the 50s and she's talking about sex.
She was laying it down.
She was hot.
A long career, man.
Yep.
You know what they say, once you go gray, you're there to stay. I think I would tap her.
You got bigger boobs than she does.
Yes, you do.
But mine are more perky.
I don't know about that.
I don't know about that.
Yeah.
As long as the nipples are on top.
That's right. I like a woman. I also like when a woman can throw them over her shoulder.
Though that it was
Because you could bang her doggy style and still, the nipples.
Still
are right
play
there.
with them.
Yeah. Like 2 oranges in socks racing downhill. So you've had quite a formidable career. Is all you do is music, or do you have to have like a regular job or anything?
Right now I'm just singing.
That's hard to be a working musician nowadays. You know, half the bands that do have record labels that are touring, when they get off the road, they go back to work in a machine shop or a factory or in an office someplace.
Well, you know, if you don't pay your mortgage, they take your house away quick.
That's right.
No, I'm not joking. Like, some of my favorite...
Neither am I.
Some rock star heroes of mine, like bands that I've been fans of for 20-plus years. I have all their records, and I literally have seen them every time they come around. And I'll start talking to them, and, like, the disappointment sets in because they're like, yeah, we got another 2 weeks of this tour, then I got to get back to the shop.
Yeah, but
I'm
also
like,
you pester them for free tickets. That's why they have to have a day job.
Ha, ha, ha.
Let's get back to nipples. What kind of nipples do you prefer?
One's on female.
On top? Do you like the big like silver
Salami
dollar
ones?
pancake salami ones, or do you like?
You mean eraser, man.
Do you want the eraser? Is there? I can handle a bad pair of titties, but if the nipple looks like someone exploded it with a firecracker, I don't want to touch it. You know what I mean?
Jesus Christ.
That whole boob
What are
is a
you
nipple.
banging, man, that you see this stuff, Mike?
You want to put your teacup on it.
Have you never seen a girl with like just busted nipples?
Listen, I have literally seen more breasts than you have in my life. Okay?
More male breasts. Yeah, you haven't touched more though.
I didn't say touch more, but I've seen more because of my job. Okay? But
He's a
I've
male
never seen an
prostitute.
exploding nipple before.
No, it just
Yeah,
looks like
Yeah,
it's just like
the areola is like as big as a
the areola.
grapefruit.
We'll get technical. The areola just it's all bumpy like a blind man could see it.
I know a girl like that. She's real hot. If you
The first person I ever saw signing a breast was Richie Sambora. I remember the kid out and he just went for it. I was like, wow, check that out. There you go.
It wasn't Heather Locklear's, was it?
Excuse me?
It wasn't Heather Locklear's, was it?
I don't think so, no.
Well, that's who he was married to, right? Wasn't he?
Married to Heather Locklear, yeah.
Yeah.
At one point, yeah.
And Denise Richards.
Yes, he was.
Damn, at least he didn't pick ugly ones.
Well, he didn't have to.
No, look who he is.
He's Richie Sambora.
That's right.
And I think Heather Locklear said he had a bigger cock than Tommy Lee.
Wow.
I think she got more out of alimony.
He had a bigger boat.
The bigger boat. Yeah.
No, come on.
So
Tommy.
what did you before you started your career as a musician? What was your influences and who did you like? Like what did you like to listen to way back then?
I have a lot of influences. I think Mark Farner to Paul Rudd to Steve Marriott, obviously Plant, Ian Gillan, Frank Sinatra. It's all in there.
No Tom Jones?
Tom Jones is a great singer.
He's one of my favorites.
Pussycat, whoa, 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 whoa.
No,
I mean, the guy can sing, man. I mean, he's bigger. I mean, I saw him, I don't know, 10 years ago or something here, 8 years ago or so. And he's bigger, but he's got a huge voice.
yeah, his
Great
voice
singer.
is just
A singer.
his voice is pop. I'm not like a Sinatra guy. I don't like Tony Bennett, but I love fucking Tom Jones.
I like Tom Jones. You know what? My goal eventually is to relocate to Vegas in about 5 years. That's one of my goals.
Well, when you get there, make sure that you don't.
Careful
look
what
up
you
your-
wish for, man.
Yeah.
No. With my career, if I do things the right way,
He'll be in jail in 2 months.
no. Vegas is only 3.5 hours from L.A., so I can do my work in L.A. without having to live there. My brother lives in Denver area, and that's 12 hours away.
Have you ever been here in Vegas? Have you ever been here?
Oh yeah, many times.
When was the last time you were here?
Last I had to do the AVN show last year.
Last year, okay.
So I do.
It changes drastically.
Well, I go there about once a year. I had to do. Normally I do LA and I do Vegas during January. So, but this year no.
The NAMM show?
Yeah, to do the NAMM show, then I do the AVN show. But the problem is my mom got disabled about 3 months ago, so I had to organize that. I have to organize that crap. So this year is, and I have like 40 friends that live in Vegas, that live in the Henderson area and the nicer areas, and they're like, you got to come out here to live and set your business out here, because I shoot for the men's magazines.
Yes, please go.
I shoot your band too.
Shoot your load in your hand is what you shoot.
But no, I shoot for the men's magazine, so that's why I like Vegas.
When are you going to work with Hall & Oates?
Who, me?
Yeah, you.
Yeah, you. You've worked with everybody else.
I didn't work for Hall & Oates.
Why not?
I was never asked.
Which you would, right?
Would I sing in a Hall & Oates record? Sure.
Oh, there you go.
Why not? Sang on Cher's record. What the hell?
Yeah. Yeah.
Barry Manilow.
Did you do Barry Manilow too?
I sang. Most ever was played in a record was a Barry Manilow's greatest hits in Argentine. Cante, cante, viva, cantale. We had to have a guy on the phone because we phonetically wrote it out on a piece of paper, you know. And apparently, cante, 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 big difference to these people. It has to be like really precise.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that was the, because you get paid, the union scale is based on the length of the song. You get your first payment is how long the song is, and then you double track, and it diminishes as it goes up, the increments of money you get paid. But yeah, if singers got paid what they were supposed to get paid union, you'd have no more budget for anything else.
You need to work on an Iron Maiden tune, Rhyme with Ancient Mariner, 16 minutes. You need to do a redo of that.
Here's a good question for you.
Shoot.
This is from Scott. This guy's got some questions. 2268-8675309. What one artist haven't you worked with that you wish you could?
Good question.
What guitarist?
No, what artist?
Artist.
I mean, I would love to work with Jimmy Page. Beggars were doing our first record, and I would have been on the records he did with David Coverdale. And the Mr. guy, what's his name, the singer?
Oh, Howie Feltersnatch?
I'm sorry?
Howie Feltersnatch?
Yeah, that's it. I would have went to Florida to sing on the record, but I was doing my own record. But I mean, Jimmy Page would be cool.
What Disney celebrity did you want to bang?
Justin Timberlake.
Which one don't I want to bang?
See, it's a man after my own heart.
I have a question here from Virgo Rockstar in the chat room. He's asking about the We Come Undone video. How did you get those artists together to shoot the video?
Artists as far as, Jake?
Him and all the other ones that you had, like Blaz and everybody else. And Gene.
Oh, well, Blas, we've known Blas. I was in a band with Dana Strum in 1978. I was in two bands with Dana, actually. And I've known Dana for a long time, and Blas I've known since he's been in Slaughter.
Mm-hmm.
And he's been doing Blue Man Group for 10 years or so now. And we called him up, said, you want to come and be in the video? And he showed up, and we shot the video. That's
actually a really cool video. And when I saw that, it was the hype about that was, of course, it was Jake in there. And that was really cool. How did that do for Beggars?
Oh, it did great. I mean, putting Jake in the video definitely helped the hit. That's for sure.
Yeah.
A lot of people love Jake E. Lee.
Yeah.
And now they're going to get the chance to hear him play again.
Nice.
Which is good because he's playing better than ever.
I wish he'd do some interviews because it'd be cool to have him on here.
Does he?
Well, I'm going to see him in about an hour, so I'll mention it.
Does he do that? Does he still do that thing where he bends the, instead of having a whammy bar, he grabs the top cutaway of the guitar and bends the note?
Yeah.
I love that.
First guy we saw to do that was Charlie from what's the name of that band? The guy that's in the Leonard Skinner, Ricky Medlock.
Blackfoot.
Blackfoot, yeah. Charlie and Blackfoot is the first guy I ever saw do that.
Speaking of David Lee Roth ripping off Jim Dandy, they always said that Ricky Medlock was the Native American David Lee Roth.
Yeah, he kind of has that look to him if you think about it.
Yeah, well, they are Native Americans. They were playing in L.A. This was years ago, and Danny Johnson, the guitar player, was in Rod Stewart and Rick Derringer. He grew up with those guys, and they got every bit of their equipment ripped off. Whole truck driven right away. Every bit of everything they owned. And they were playing the Santa Monica Civic. And I remember me and Danny Johnson grabbing Marshall heads and going to the Santa Monica Civic so they could do the gig. And dropping Ricky Medlock off at the Holiday Inn by the Hollywood Bowl right over there. And it's like, fuck it, man. I'm going to go get laid. And what are you going to do?
Yeah.
Drop them off and, you move on. Nice guy, though, Ricky.
It's funny, you see those Leonard Skinner, the They play a song and like all 12 guitar players walk up, do their little solo, turn around, the next guy walks up.
He doesn't actually play. I saw him on TV not that long ago. He doesn't do a whole lot of playing, Ricky.
Oh no!
I mean, he might in the show, but a lot of the stuff he wasn't playing. Hello.
Hello. Oh, we had
I was about to play the cricket sound here.
We had a little accident there.
Cricket.
So do you still have that equipment that you stole from Blackfoot?
Cricket.
Yeah, actually, I'm just unloading the rest of it just on eBay just about a half an hour ago.
Nice. Nice.
Did you ask all the questions in the chat room? I'm sure you ran out of everything there.
Actually, the question everybody wants to know is, what the fuck was that crashing sound?
I had a pan.
Someone broke in the studio.
Pan fell over.
Someone said Dom.
I don't know. You tell me.
It was Dave's stomach growling. He was looking at a picture of Justin Bieber.
Damn. Louie, can you do us a quick favor?
Sure.
Can you do a promo ID for us? Just say your name, whatever band you want to be affiliated with, and say you listen to Maximum Threshold, and throw some crazy out at the end of it.
Maximum
Threshold.
Commercial, you say?
Mexican Threshold.
Maximum Threshold.
Maximum Threshold.
Yeah.
This is Louie Merlino from Beggars and Thieves. You're listening to Maximum Threshold Radio.
Awesome.
That was perfect.
Wait, no, you can't go yet. We need to know where we can find all your music and all information about you.
You can go to the Facebook page, Beggars and Thieves.
Wow, that was the shortest plug ever. So, what do you
Or
That's
Louie
what she-
Merlino's Facebook.
That's what she said.
What do you?
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on the whole American Idol, The Voice, X Factor, all that bullshit?
That's some of the worst shit. The other night I watched X Factor. Some of the worst singing ever. It's like, I don't get it, man. $5 million. I mean, the guy's, it is what it is. I wasn't that impressed. No. How about you?
I don't watch it because I'm busy being straight. But I agree with you. It's all shit.
Because I'm busy being straight.
It's all a bunch of shit. Like,
Yeah.
what's that chick's name? Adam Lambert. I mean, oh wow, you're flamboyant. You suck though. Who cares if you're gay or straight? Freddie Mercury was so flamboyant, but he was so talented. It didn't matter that that he was flamboyant because it was his talent.
Yeah.
And then Adam Lambert, it's all about his talent.
Yep.
Or not his talent, all about his flamboyance. Mm-hmm. Ooh, he's got a feather boa on. Ooh. I'm not anti-gay. I'm not homophobic.
You'll take it in the ass just like anybody else.
For enough money,
Yeah.
you're goddamn right I will. Dude, for a few $1 million, I'll suck a dick. For a few $1 million after
You
that,
heard it here, folks.
I'll actually, you're going to have to pay me twice as much to stop, though.
Don't worry, they'll lighten up.
So, we've already decided that Desmond Child is gayer than Paul Stanley. Actually, that's a dumb question because everybody knows Desmond Child's gay. Never mind.
I didn't know that.
You didn't know that?
I just found out Udo Dirkschneider's gay.
Yeah.
Just
when he
found
was pounding your ass.
So what do you guys do now after this?
We'll go suck a few cocks.
Good luck at that.
We're going to go for a ride with a drunk Vince Neil.
Make sure
Good luck at that, too.
Make sure the hospitalization is paid up on that one.
No, we're just going to lament on how much the rest of the show is going to suck because you set the bar so high.
That's right.
He did set the bar pretty high, though, because we've had guests that were like really cool, and we had guests that were not so cool, and we had guests that were somewhat funny, and ones that were a little bit funny, and yours were awesome, man.
Yeah,
I appreciate that.
we might as well stop doing the show. This is the best guest ever.
We did have a funny one. George,
He's the last guest of the year, too.
George Lynch put on a good one when he was talking about trannies, though, wasn't it?
Yeah, George Lynch was actually really funny talking about, what was it? Like, someone said vajazzling, and he said he was man-jazzling. He was putting little diamonds around anuses and stuff. Completely unsolicited. It was hilarious.
Mikey brings out the worst in people. And the best.
And he puts in the worst, too.
Hi-oh.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Well, I appreciate the opportunity, guys.
Oh, no problem.
Thank you.
Anytime. And definitely when you get that record done, man, just let me know, and we'll plug the hell out of it like we did when Beggars put that last one out. We did a whole big special on our show about it.
I appreciate that. Thank you, Dominic.
No problem. Yeah, like I said, if you ever got anything you want to plug or anything like that, and just give us a call. We're live here every Saturday night. And you got the number here.
Well, most Saturdays.
Yeah, well.
When we have the internet.
We had a technical
When we get a connection.
The Mayans were wrong about the end of the world, but
They were right about the internet.
the end of the internet for us for a couple weeks there.
Yeah, that was bad.
technical difficulties.
You guys keep rocking.
Thank you so much. You rock, dude.
You're the best.
All right, man. God bless you.
Have a good one.
You too. Take care.
Later.
Oh, that was great.
And here you go, man. Here's Beggars and Thieves. This is one with Jake on it. Right back after this. Thanks, Louie, for being on.
He's out the guns, pointed right at me. undone. We come undone.
Thank you for listening to an exclusive interview here on Maximum Threshold Radio at MaximumThreshold.net.